and then what happened with him, we wanted to touch on what Ice Spice. So a little after our last episode, she performed at Powerhouse in her Betty Boo outfit. And to me, she looked wild uncomfortable. And a lot of people were saying that in the comments as well. Shorty kept tugging on her skirt like kid tugging at Superman's cape.
Yo, Dallas, I got to ask you a question. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead.
You said what outfit it was?
Betty Boo.
That's what the outfit was?
Look, G's didn't even know. All he saw was ass and titties. So, yeah, that's what she was trying to be. So, I wanted to know if you guys thought it was inappropriate and did you think she was uncomfortable?
I think she was uncomfortable. First of all, she was performing and her cheeks is hanging out and she keeps trying to pull it down. You can't move around and you know how rappers, when they perform, right? You know, they use their hands and you can't do that if you got to hold down the dress. So, I definitely think it was inappropriate too.
My thing is this. Man, listen. Man, her fashion designer felt her that day. That was a bad look. I was looking like, what? I guess that's when you knew, right?
Yeah.
I guess when you ain't getting that money. Because that ain't never happened to any other female rapper who is sexually, like, do they sexual
Yeah, because that's
way they choose to have it out.
Yeah, if they want. Because that was way more than a malfunction. That wasn't a wardrobe malfunction.
Man, she got that dress way too small.
Way too small. Betty Boo ain't wear it like that.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a bad look. I mean, if you was a guy.
Yeah, but not for her performing in front of thousands. And like Red said, if the fact that she kept pulling it down, if she wasn't doing that and she just did her performance, I would have been like, oh, she's comfortable with it. Whether it's appropriate or not is whatever, but she comfortable. But that made me think she wasn't.
When she was pulling it down and it didn't fit, I said, damn.
Which did absolutely nothing.
Yeah. I said, damn. Then I seen like different views. Like, then I watched the view from the front. I'm like, God damn. Like, then I watched it, you know, because I seen the view like from the side where she's trying to put it like, you know, niggas on social media. Like, it's somebody.
They got all the angles. Right? And that's another thing. What were you saying, Red? They could have put her in a bodysuit or something instead?
Yeah, so it could have been like a one piece, like a romper or something where it's like a shorts. It looks like a skirt and a dress in the front, but it's really in the back. So at least you can move around and at least you'll be moderately covered. That had barely any coverage.
So it had none. I was just gonna say Red had the key word if they wanted to, but I think they presented her exactly how they wanted to present her.
I think it was a last minute and they realized, listen, we can't even really do nothing out of it. And she was like, I'ma just wear it.
Every time I'm not gonna lie, every time I see her, she's twerking or her ass is out. I don't know if that's just what the algorithm shows me, but that's the only time I see it. It's like that's what sells, and they know sex sells.
To be honest, Dollars, I'm not her, but I felt like she was a little uncomfortable because she kept pulling, like she was tugging on that little skirt.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree with you. Like the label knows sex sells, but he don't come across as, you know, as, not to say because it's hard to know if someone is comfortable with, but I'll just say she don't strike me as a camera or something. Like she didn't look super comfortable in it. That's what I'm saying. You know, bro. I've seen plenty of women perform and they could be scantily clad, but I've never thought uncomfortable.
Yo, probably like I think it was like 5 or 6 days after that, Lil' Kim did her performance.
Did she?
Yeah, she had the bodysuit on thing or whatever.
Okay, I didn't even see it.
Took her panties off and threw it in the crowd.
Yeah.
I
I wonder how much say so she has in what she does and doesn't wear. I'm sure maybe she has some input, but it's not like an established artist. She definitely can't say, F that, I ain't doing it. I definitely don't think she could do that.
She can't wear stuff like that, though. It don't fit her.
I know.
Betty Boop had other outfits, but it definitely didn't look like that.
That didn't fit her, bro.
But I'm about to make the theme of the episode what you said in the first topic, G's, but we talking about it now. So maybe that was the whole point.
Absolutely. No, bro.
We could make that the theme of every topic.
Like, absolutely. It definitely attention to her. But I ain't gonna lie, I did look at her little light skin booty like, God damn, girl. But it threw me off. Yo, Dollars, when I said it threw me off, because I was like, damn, you selling your soul. That's how I felt. Like, this is what you gotta do? Like, you telling me your designer, all these people behind this, like your friends, nobody said like, girl, that girl, we get a little inch, did a little more. Like you,
she looked uncomfortable, and fit. Because it always, I feel like the race car guy. But where is the little white girls that's dressed like this? Not that I want to see it. I don't. But
Cyrus,
they don't have to,
like
bro.
That?
Say that again.
Isn't Miley Cyrus dressed like that?
But how long ago was that? How many Ice Spices and Sexy Reds we got running around? Where's the equivalent? I never seen. Where is Taylor Swift? I don't see her in
Red,
some
booty
shorts.
They was dressed campy.
Even Britney, think about her Scandalous. She was Scandalous in a schoolgirl outfit. Now that's trashy to white people. A Catholic schoolgirl outfit. Yeah. Nigga, in the hood, that is rich. Trashy, like, that's classy.
Now that ass was out where she had to keep pulling. Nah, Britney wasn't like that.
Yeah, it's just different for us.
Just right. I think she got tired of pulling down where she was just like, is this going to, they could
just
see
gave up eventually.
Yeah. But
I don't think her comfortability was the concern there. So we all agree that she was uncomfortable. Do anybody feel it was inappropriate?
Yeah, I feel it was inappropriate.
Red?
Yes, I feel the same way.
So the only thing is I don't know about the inappropriate, because I know there's lots of females who perform and dress crazy like that when they're on the stage. Mm-hmm. So that's the only reason why I don't necessarily would go to inappropriate. Just I don't think she was comfortable. That's the only thing for me. As far as the inappropriate, I think it was whatever. It's not like she had her bare coochie out or something, you know? It was really short dress. What's up?
You're right. I agree with you. There's a lot of females who perform in skimpy outfits. I don't think we ever seen one where they had to keep pulling down their dress because their ass keep hanging out, though.
You know what?
Just name me one.
You are right about that, but I also didn't research it. But if I will, and then I'll get back to you. Okay. And then if I don't see it, then I will change my mind. But for now, I'm going to say it was appropriate, but I don't think it was cool because she was uncomfortable. It could be appropriate, but not cool. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And like,
you probably,
whenever we bring up this, us being older, the younger generation bring up Lil' Kim. That's always their go-to, and she was pretty bad. And I don't have a retort for that. So it's like, for now, I'm going to just say that. Yeah. But yeah, so you know, Ice Spice, that outfit was definitely looking crazy on her. I'm sure the men appreciated it, but it was definitely too much. I think we pretty much all in agreement on that one.